What's up guys, it's HK Boba, and today we're going to go over a couple tips that I wish I knew sooner in Naraka Bladepoint. Naraka can be a pretty difficult game, so here are 7 tips that we're going to be going over today in order to tip the scales in your favor. These are mostly quality of life tips, but if you want more tips focused on combat and winning more fights, then we recently released a guide which I'll be linking in the description below. Alright, number 1. Spamming crouch while using healing items. Pressing crouch in a still position will cause you to spot dodge. So if you just spam crouch while healing, it's going to make it very difficult to hit you, and this might just be enough to help you avoid an attack and save your life. Alright, number 2. Picking up loot with tab or opening your inventory. If there's a bunch of dead bodies, don't go around pressing E on every single one of them. Just press tab to open up your inventory and you'll see all the available items on your left side. And same goes for if there's just a bunch of loot on the ground. You don't have to go through and mouse over each of them. Just open your inventory and you'll see all the items next to you. Number 3 is setting up your glyphs. During the closed beta, I didn't even know about glyphs. If you go to your character menu and click here, it'll bring you to your glyph page where you can get some extra stats. They're kind of like runes in League of Legends. It's not going to make or break you, but it can definitely help you in a tight situation. Here are some of the ones I personally like to use. For the red ones, I like the spirit glyph because this one gives me more energy and dodging is just so important in a match or in a fight. The next one is agility, which kind of works hand in hand with the red one so that you can just dodge and dash out of your attacks as much as possible, which is needed to cancel your attacks and mix up your opponents. And then green, again, is mind, which is increasing my energy cap as well. So I like to pick the ones that all kind of work in conjunction with one another to just maximize my energy pool. And then finally for blue, I like this flight one. Having further grapple hooks is insane. Like once you start leveling this one up, you're gonna see a huge difference. Moving on to number 4, and that is hitting the like button. I heard if you hit the like button, you're gonna have a way easier time landing more parries. I don't know if it's true, but you know, just to be safe, you might as well. Alright, moving on to the real number 4. While you're in the glyph page, this is where you can set up your talents. Talents are like modifiers for your skills to behave differently. Talents can drastically change how a character is played. So make sure you look through these and find something that matches your playstyle. To unlock them, you just have to finish the first and second set of quests on your cultivation page for each character. Alright, number 5 is endgame loot. This is what you're going to want your endgame inventory to look like. If you're just picking everything up that you see, you're going to fill up your inventory with a lot of stuff that you don't really need at the end game. So towards the end of the game, this is kind of what you want your endgame loadout to look like. You're going to want anywhere from 2 to 4 health vitality healings, and then you're going to want anywhere from like 4 to 8 armor powders. From there, I like to carry at least anywhere from 2 to 4 weapon chests, and most importantly, you want at least 24 grapple hooks. The more the better, because if you run out of grapple hooks, it's like being an Attack on Titan without maneuver gear. Like, you're just gonna die. Number 6 is to do your quests. You can find quests as scrolls around the map. Usually it's just a pretty simple objective, maybe go touch a treasure chest or hit a bell or something, and your objective will be shown on your minimap and your map as a scroll. And some of them are pretty fun, especially the purple one that are bounties, which can yield a ton of money if you can kill your target player before the timer runs out. So why is money important? Maximizing your item and soul jade bag right away is super important, but it's pretty rare to find them in the field. So if you're low on money, then just go do your quest, and they always give enough money to at least buy 1 extra bag slot. You can buy these at the shops indicated by the yellow diamonds on your map. And while we're talking about money, if you have a lot of money late game and you already have everything unlocked, it's not a waste. You can actually drop money for your teammates or just take it to the shop and gamble away for extra soul jades. And the last one is about parry timing. Unfortunately with lag, if you find yourself clearly pressing your parry and it flashed red but you still got hit, you might need to try parrying a little bit earlier. It's almost like if you picture your parry is active towards the end of the red flash. It's not really how it works, but because of the netcode compensation, it kind of works out that way if you can envision that timing. For example, most weapons on their 3rd hit of the combo string is a blue focus attack. If they're just mashing left click, which is one of the best times to parry them, if you don't just press parry right away after taking the 2nd hit, then you're gonna get hit if it's a longsword or a katana. And that is mostly due to the lag. When I tested this with a friend on his screen, the red flash never showed up despite appearing on my screen. If you wait to confirm the focus attack before you press parry, that's not gonna be enough time for you to actually catch the focus attack with that parry. You kind of have to like predict it and press the parry at the same time they're pressing their focus attack. So if you're failing to parry even though you're clearly seeing the red flash happen and you don't know why that's happening, it's probably due to this. Anyways, that's all we have for today. Hopefully these tips can serve you well if you want to be caught up with the latest Naraka content coming out. Hit subscribe with that notification bell on. As always, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.